So, The Clone Wars, Season 1, Episode 4, Destroy Malevolence. It's the final chapter of the Malevolence saga. The Alliance are chasing down the injured ship, and their hyperdrive is cut from the Malevolence. So they're just doing a non-stop barrage, but as a latch-ditch effort to keep the ship alive, they kidnap Padme. They have to call off the attack so that Obi-Wan and Anakin can attempt to rescue her from General Grievous's clutches. I'd say this one is really good, actually. While the other parts of this three-parter feels more like a war movie, I think, a war-styled thing, this feels more like a spy mission of sorts, being that such a small amount of people. And also Padme herself is like pretty reliable. She's basically a spy herself. Senator turned spy is what she should be, instead of just a senator. Why is she still a senator? I mean, I guess I'm not totally sure how long Clone Wars lasted, but it seems like she shouldn't be a senator anymore. That's just what I think. I do like Padme in this one. I think I said before that I do like Padme as a character. I like that they take her in with a tractor beam and like right away it's like, well, I guess she's captured then. Very first thing she does is escape from her ship and leave it a trap behind so it just blows up as soon as Grievous is on board. Which is why she should be a spy. Get her own spin-off. Padme. The MacGyver years. I don't know. This had good character moments all around, I think. Like, even from Grievous, who's usually kind of one note, just like, I'm evil, let me smash you and taunt you a bunch. And kill my own dudes when they piss me off and stuff like that. He's one of those types of villains. And I guess he's still that. His one note doesn't change, but just showing him, like, slowly losing over time and kind of losing his mind a little bit at the same time is fascinating to me in a weird way. The part of me that likes seeing bad people get emotionally hurt, I guess. I thought that Anakin and Padme had good parts to play off each other and stuff, and it's nice to see them together even for a moment. Oh, they had this one point where they were going to kiss, and then they had to not kiss. It just made me wonder, is there a problem with kissing in cartoons in 2008 or something? It just seems strange, because, I mean, technically they are married, so that should make it, like, okay. It doesn't matter. They don't have to kiss. I didn't secretly want to see them kiss or anything. Another thing I think is weird about Star Wars in general, I think this is true of most Star Wars properties, not all. It seems like people don't really care about droids, but even though droids have their own personalities, and they're basically their own people, and, like, R2-D2 is just as useful to everyone else as C-3PO is, but oftentimes it seems like no one cares when they get hurt or anything. So it's like, yeah, they're just droids. They're just robots. They're just my property. And that's true here with, like, C-3PO. It's kind of weird because they're, like, pushing him along and stuff. Padme is like, jump, C-3PO, we gotta get out now. And then she, like, just pushes him off a bridge. He just goes falling through space. And she, like, doesn't care at all that she just did that. It's a little weird just in that, like, a second before that, she's like, we gotta get out of here, C-3PO. I care about you. And it was like, no, actually, no, I don't. Like, maybe a minute later, screen time, like, Obi-Wan comes back to save C-3PO, and he does it with the Force, but as he's carrying him over, C-3PO, like, a train goes by and just hits him. Both times, it's like, actually, I care about you, not really. We're extremely passive-aggressive to droids. And also, in The Empire Strikes Back, C-3PO gets shot or something, he just breaks apart, you know? He's not indestructible. I get a little tired, let's say, of the I'm an evil villain trope, I guess. And I know, like, in kid shows like these, it's basically a given that, like, if there's a villain, they're basically just going to be pure evil, so evil they'll just kill their own dudes when they get upset, do stupid things for emotional reasons and stuff like that. Sometimes, like, here, it almost feels like, why is Grievous even alive anymore? He's just so stupid. I just feel like he could have more depth to him, and they don't really go for that. And I know the movie, that's kind of the movie's fault, I almost feel, just that, like, there wasn't really any depth to Grievous in the movies. He was just another obstacle they had to get over. That's why I feel it's a missed opportunity not to, like, go further into his character here, because if they did, they could essentially pull a WandaVision, I guess, and that, like, WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier, for that matter, like, they really, like, make you care about characters in the MCU that you didn't really care about before. They could have done something interesting with Grievous that might have made us care about him a little more when we watch the movies again. Give it a little more depth to him. This is just me and complaining in general, too. Just that I hate villains that don't go anywhere, that don't really have character development, that are just evil for the sake of being evil. That's why Marvel is really good. And I'm talking about the comics, not really the movies. Just Marvel, their villains always had depth to them, even when they were like basically mindless killing machines. They would always go further into detail and like really show you like why this is why they are the way they are, so you could relate to them. Even the villains are human beings, and I think that every villain has every character should have the right to be a human being, even when they're a robot, or mostly a robot like Grievous is. I guess those are just most of the general complaints. I don't really have much to complain about this episode. It was very enjoyable. I liked it. So yeah, I guess I'll give this a 10 out of 10. Just like I really don't have anything to detract from it. It was very enjoyable the whole way through. And 3PO's in it. Is Chewbacca ever in this show? Because that would be amazing. That would make this show awesome. You know it's a good movie if Chewbacca's in it.